In this video, you'll learn how to search for and add columns to your report to create a dynamic list. Within the report editor, you can view the details that you selected in the initial setup steps on the top section of your screen. Any of these items can be edited here. Our focus in this video will be to review the first tab below, which will be the columns of our report. 2 columns are required to make a report work as a dynamic list: email and contact ID from the contacts table. But you can add whichever fields you'd like from the available tables. Columns can be selected using the Quick Add model, which can be accessed by clicking the Add New button to the right side of your screen. In this model, you can add all available columns you'd like and then click Save when you're finished. First, I'll add the required fields for a dynamic list, both of which are on the contacts table. To search, I'll click into the Available Columns dropdown, and then I can either scroll or type to find the field. The field I'll choose is contacts.email. The first part tells me the table and that field is on, in this case contacts, and the second part of the column is the field name. Then I'll click the right pointing arrow to move the field from available columns to selected columns. Next, I'll add the contacts.contact ID field using the same steps. Now that the required fields are added, I'll go ahead and find the other fields I'd like displayed as columns. First, I'd like to display the first name field. Next is last name. And now my next 2 fields I'm also going to use as filters, but I'd like to display them on my report so I can verify the information. First is going to be CRM type. The CRM type field is going to allow me to differ between a lead and a contact since I only want to pull leads. And finally, I'm going to pull the owner ID field from the contacts table. This connects with the user table. I want the owner of the lead and not the account, which is why I'm selecting this field. I can rearrange the order of columns here by simply clicking on the field and then selecting the proper arrow. I could also delete the columns that I've added. I would simply select the column I'd want to delete and click the single back arrow to move it back to the available columns section. I also have the option to move all columns from one section to another by clicking the appropriate double arrow buttons. When I'm ready, I can click Save. If I wanted to edit the display of a column, I could hover over the Actions menu on the right side of the field, then click Edit. Here you can edit the display name and then click Save. You don't have to do this, it's all based on your preferences. In the next video, we'll review how to add filters to your report to narrow down the results for your dynamic list.